You're listening to the Superpower Podcast, Superpower Kids Edition, where author, philanthropist, and Superpower Kids founder Neva Lee Recla inspires kids to discover their superpowers and change the world.
Hi everyone, this is your Superpower Kid, Neva Lee Recla, and today I'm super excited for what we're talking about. We are talking about spirituality and transformations, which is what I'm all about. I'm all about empowering kids to do what they want to do and be who they really are. And I'm super excited because to talk with us today is Jane Edna Stravens. And we're going to be talking about spiritual stories. And the reason is she is an author of spiritual books for kids like The Joy of Giving and Yes, I Can. So without further ado, will you help me welcome our amazing guest, Jane Edna Stravens. Hi, Jane. Thank you for coming on.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, I'm super excited to have you on my show. So,
thank you.
What are your superpowers?
My superpower, I would say, is God, because through him, he inspired me to get a lot of other superpowers, like all the protagonists of my shows. They are superpowers. They are boys, super girls, and super animals as well, because I do give words to my animals too.
That's awesome. Yeah, my dog has a lot of superpowers in her. She's one powerful little pup.
I have to get to know him too. Is it a him or a her?
It's a her. Her name is Callie.
Kathy, okay.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite book you have written? Because you've wrote many different books, and so what's your favorite one? Like your favorite story?
Oh, well, I would say that I've got many favorite stories. If I have to choose one right now, I would say Penguin Marina's Transformational Journey, because it's a journey. It's a penguin who wanted to travel the world, actually, from the Antarctic. She did her best every day, and with faith, courage, love, she made it to Europe. She wanted to travel to Europe. Actually, it's from a true story, because in 1994, 3 penguins were found in the port of Genoa. And from that, I built up the story. So
that's really cool.
Actually, I've also written a screenplay about it, which will be an animated film soon.
That's really cool. Yeah. I like stories of animals doing cool things, especially if it's like something you don't see every day.
Yeah, they met with the mermaids too on the Aldabra Island, which belongs to the Seychelles.
That's cool. So, how did you get inspired to write your books for kids? Like, why did you decide you wanted to write children's books?
Children's book, I think that although I don't have kids of my own, but I've worked with children, teaching them catechism and also arts, and I feel good with them. So this is it. Actually, the stories are mostly, they are about 4,500 to 5,000 words. They are for children of your age up.
Oh, that's really cool, because I like reading children's books, but I also like reading them when they're like inspirational and they have like meanings behind them. And so I think what you're doing is really, really cool. And I like the idea. And how many books have you written?
Well, altogether, I've got about 15 books, but 8 of them are already published. Wow. And they are on my website and also on Amazon, I would say. So,
whoa, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
I've only written one, and it's still not out yet. So
Well, you younger than me, you've got all the time in the world for that.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool because mine's not necessarily a journey about like animals or anything, but it's kind of like my story on how I've started business. And so,
Wow, that's good. So you are an entrepreneur.
yes, I am an entrepreneur. I've been doing it.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I've been doing it since I was 2.5.
Wow, what a smart girl.
Thank you. And I think what you're doing is so inspirational. And did you ever how did you come up with the ideas to like write about certain different like books?
Well, sometimes I hear something or something strike me. Like, for example, I've got, of course, I've spoken about Penguin Marina's transformational journey, which comes from a true story, and I'll build up the story. But one day also, I remember my nephew would say, Auntie, come over, look at that little dog. And among the banana trees, there was a little black dog, and that kept on in my mind. I said, I have to write a story. But since I was on holiday in the Seychelles and I lived in Italy, and I felt that in Italy there will be more places where he could go and all that, I built up a story from there. I think I've got to have something true.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just let go my fantasy.
It's really cool. So with some of your books, do you ever are any of them like made up, or all of them like made from true stories and then like built on?
Most of them are from a true story and then made up. Of course, I mean, in order to have a lot of fantasy and all that, it's made up, but it is from true stories and also from like the joy of giving. It's two children from different part of the world. One from Seychelles, the girl Eva from the Seychelles, and Anthony from the Caribbean, from Trinidad, who wanted to help other children. They wanted to do their best to help other children. It's a true story, but of course, also with lots of fantasy, and they did their best to help other children, which is very good. I think the world needs that now, that we help other children, because there are many other children who are not so lucky as others. We have to help them.
Yeah. And it's also fun to help either adults and animals. I love just being able to help people, just being able to, if you need to get some hands.
Actually, this is what I'm looking forward, and it has been my wish, and I'm sure it will be my wish come true soon, that I will be able to help children, give them shelter, food.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Make them happy, This is one of my aim in life.
That's really cool. And I think what you're doing is, again, very inspirational. But sadly, we have to take a quick break. So where can people go to find out more about you?
About me on my website, it's www.janeednastravens.com. Do I have to spell it?
I think if you want to spell it, you can.
Jane, Edna, Edna, Stravens, Stravens.com.
Well, definitely go check out her website, because she is just truly inspirational. So we've been talking with Jane Edna Stravens about spiritual stories. We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/thenet to learn more.
Okay, we're back and we've been talking with Jane Edna Stravens about spiritual stories. So we actually have to do funny FaceTime.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is we are each going to make our funniest faces in 3 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I was trying to make a fish. I don't know if I got it right.
That was a good funny face. I always go to this one, but it always hurts. So what were you like as a kid? Like, what did you like to do? Were you inspired then to do books and write them?
As a kid, I used to paint a lot. And from the Seychelles, we were not lucky to have all these colors like we do have now. And I will do my best, even with charcoal. I will paint and draw and do many things, which has helped me a lot, in fact, because I have illustrated all my books.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And I have been teaching children at catechism for free. After the catechism lesson, how to draw and paint.
Wow, that's really cool. Because that actually reminds me of my sister. She is an artist like 24/7. She does some really amazing drawings of animals and people. She actually drew a picture of me, and it's me looking sideways, and it's just such an amazing drawing.
Wow.
So that's really cool.
Congratulations to your sister too.
Yeah.
You're all gifted.
Yeah. I have an amazing sister, and you sound like you have a lot that you've done. That's really cool. Because I was looking at some of the books, and those are really decently illustrated. That's really cool.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh-huh. So what other, besides like painting, what did you like to like play with as a kid? Like, did you like to be outside? Did you like to play with animals?
Yes, I do. Actually, when the weather is good, I would go jogging.
That's fun.
Which I enjoyed a lot, but also swimming. I do like swimming a lot. And in Seychelles, I'm always with my face down because it is so beautiful to see all these underwater world. This is why also in my stories I do put a lot of that, because to see all the corals, the sea animals, it is wonderful.
Wow, that sounds really awesome. And we actually went to Costa Rica with a bunch of our friends, and the ocean there is just beautiful. Although it kind of hurts because there's a bunch of shells, and so you can't really walk. You have to like float, but it's so pretty. The water's pretty clear and so pretty and beautiful. And there's actually javelinas there.
I beg your pardon?
Javelinas. They're
Okay.
wild pigs. And they actually come up to you and you can pet them because they're so used to people. Yeah. So that sounds really fun. And we actually like to go biking when the weather's nice out here in Arizona. And we go biking. We go on walks with our dog.
Okay, so. I'm not so good at biking. I do. Well, I know how to do it, but I will do on the outer islands, not
Yeah.
not around here. I mean,
Yeah. It's fun going biking. We bike to Starbucks a lot to get coffee.
yeah,
It's fun.
I don't think you will drink coffee. Do you?
I drink tea sometimes.
Okay.
So when you were younger, so you sounded like you like to be outside a lot.
A lot, yes, I do.
What did you like to paint?
To paint, anything. Actually, in Seychelles, we would have also some classes. But while I've been living in Italy, and there I have attended many classes, from dogs to penguin, from cats to. I like also drawing features. Features, human features. And I have taken lessons at Brera, which is the Academy of Art of Milan, in order to perfect that. Then I've been in designing courses as well, which is also nice to do all these figurines so beautifully done, very slim and all, which I've enjoyed that too.
That sounds really awesome. I like painting. I like drawing like animals in rooms sometimes. I like drawing like houses, just to like kind of see like what would I like my house to look like if I like had a house right now, like if I built my own kind of.
Your house, a doll house, or your house? I mean, a big house.
Like big. Like what would I imagine our house like if we built it?
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you. And it's just so cool what you're doing. 15 books. That's amazing.
Yes, actually, there's one which is a big book and it's written in Italian. I've written it in Italian. Now I have to translate it into English. It will take me maybe 2 months, 3 months or so, but I would like to get that done. It's about 250 pages.
Wow, that's really cool.
That's big, yeah. But I enjoy doing the drawings for smaller books, but the text, there are lots of text too. So
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So I have something fun that I like to do with all my guests on the show. Mm-hmm. And it is called Super Neva Questions.
Okay.
So what's going to happen with this is I'm going to ask you questions as fast as I can, and you're going to answer them as fast as you can.
Okay.
And so it's going to be a couple of questions, and we'll just have fun with it. You ready?
Yes.
We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. What's your favorite color?
Pink, in all its shades.
What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
I like dogs too.
Oh.
Would you rather have the ability to fly or to be invisible?
I would say to be invisible.
Yeah, that sounds fun either way, to be honest. Would you rather live in a hot tub with hot fudge and you have to live there, or a giant pool full of marshmallows this big and you would live there?
No, I think a giant pool where I can swim though.
Yeah. And the marshmallows, you can just like jump in and then just like swim around.
No, I like swimming and I can swim for hours.
Yeah, it's fun. My mom used
not going like in the sea, not going this way towards the, I would do the coast because once I came face to face with a shark and I got scared. Yes.
Yeah, I would get scared too. What type of shark was it?
I don't know, but it was scary. It was big and scary, and thank God I'm still here. So I have to do his will.
I mean, he was probably more scared than you were.
No, he was curious because he did a semicircle, and then we looked at each other. Oh my God, it was scary.
I'd rather come face to face with a dolphin.
Dolphin is fun. I have to, but that's fun. They are cute animals, I would say.
Yeah, I've swam with a dolphin once, and he actually gave people like kisses. You'd go up and dance with him.
Oh, how sweet!
Yeah. Would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn?
A pet? Sorry?
Dragon or unicorn?
Unicorn.
Unicorn?
Yes.
I'd rather have a dragon because you could just fly everywhere. You know, you could just be like, okay, take me on a ride now.
But unicorn will take you for a ride and they can fly too.
True. So, sometimes they can.
Yeah.
With a dragon, it would be like bigger, or I'd have both. And then I'd raise them from when they were a baby to a grown up. Then I'll like teach them how to do everything. That'd be fun. Now I want a pet dragon. Would you rather be a fairy or an elf?
Fairy.
Same. I'd rather be a fairy.
They are so beautiful. Actually, in my books, one of them, Penguin Marina's Transformational Journey, they met with the mermaids. The penguin met with the mermaids on Aldabra Island.
I actually have a fairy house. You can't see it right now, but it's...
No, I can't see.
Yeah, but it's right there, and my friend and I made it, and now all my fairies live in there.
So one day you can do an exhibition with all the things you've drawn and also what you have made too.
Say that again, couldn't quite hear you.
One day you can make an exhibition showing what you've done.
That'd be fun.
Your drawings and also the houses, the fairy house and the other house.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I would see myself doing that in a couple of years.
Oh,
just like
good.
Friends over.
Thumb up.
If you could swim to the very bottom of the ocean and be able to like hold your breath all the way, like, or like breathe underwater like a mermaid, or be able to have the power to fly up to the sun.
I think to fly up, because I've seen a lot under the sea, but flying is also interesting.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to be able to swim, because I don't live by the ocean a whole lot. Like, I visit California sometimes. But like, if there's a really deep pool, you could just like keep swimming and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Would you want to live in a tree house, like a really big tree house, or and like always be in nature, or like a house, but then you can never see nature?
No, I think a tree house, to see nature, to be in nature. There are some beautiful tree houses around, especially in Africa.
Yeah, you could make friends with a monkey, I guess.
Also, and there are some wild animals. Monkeys is a fun animal too.
Yeah, they are. They're crazy like me. They like to climb.
Well, I happen to be in Chinese. They've got the dragon year, monkey year, and all that. And I happen to be born in a monkey year.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So,
I don't know what year in Chinese I was born.
Yeah. Okay. But it's interesting. To get to know the whole world. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot, but I still want to see a lot too.
Yeah. I agree. It's fun to explore things.
To explore is beautiful.
Yeah. Do you like being up close with like sea animals, like fish and like dolphins and stuff? Or do you like being more up close with like land animals?
I like sea animals a
Yeah.
lot, but also the land animals are fun too.
Yeah. It kind of depends on your mood if you want to go for a swim or if you want to stay not wet.
Yeah, but in beautiful sea, clear and all, it's beautiful to go for a swim. Of course, you can't swim for 12 hours, but you can walk on land for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I've had the chance to see both.
Yeah.
Safari in Africa and also do a lot of swimming in Seychelles.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it is.
The only, I've never really seen many sea creatures, one, because they don't live by the ocean, but I have a couple of times believed I've spotted a mermaid in walking on the pier, because I've seen a couple of different colors and they're floating around.
Oh, lucky you. Woohoo.
Yeah. So, sadly, we have to wrap up, but really fast, can you remind people where they can go to find out more about you?
My book can be found on my website. It's www.janeednastravens.com.
Awesome. Well, again, go check her out because she is so inspirational. So, Jane, would you like to join me in the sign-off?
Yeah, is it possible that I say something about an island which is bothering me a little bit, the Assumption Island of the Seychelles?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. That I would like to say, please say no to the military base that they want to build on this island, because if they do that, it's going to affect also the Aldabra Island, which is a UNESCO heritage. We have to protect our world and the underwater world. Thank you.
Well, thank you again, and would you like to join me in our sign-off?
Sure.
Okay. Remember, kids, we all have superpowers, and we can change the world. Well, thank you again, and that was an amazing interview. Thank you for coming on.
We can change the world.
We can. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
we can. Yes, we can.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me. Much appreciated. Bye-bye, Neva.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Superpower Up podcast, Superpower Kids Edition. Go now to superpowerkids.com and discover your superpowers today.